Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, last bag of my bushcraft toolkit. 3 of 3. Anyway, let's get to it. Draw knife, just made it. I had a larger one which I gave to Sheep Station Cook because it didn't fit in the kit. Don't need to take it out necessarily, but I will, just to show. Really like making these tools. These are one of the tools I don't mind making. Out of an old Wiltshire file, I just put a chisel grind on it and they come up quite nice. Put 2 chisel handles on it and just make a draw knife out of them. I wrap the leather around them so that it doesn't cut anything. I put a whole heap of clamps in there. There's more in there too, just because these are so handy for clamping bits and pieces. Titanium bottle. I was going to put ash in it, but I didn't worry about it. I just put a bottle in there, titanium bottle. I've actually got it on for a really good price, so I thought I'd put a titanium container in there. As you know, as you probably notice, I really like putting things in containers, in pencil cases and stuff. Okay. Wire brush. Found through my blacksmithing, I really like wire brushes just for cleaning up, and a smaller mini wire brush kit, brass, plastic, and another wire brush. Leather strop and some the strop paste. I put this in there so the bristles don't get affected. Okay. Big heap of T-Rex tape. It's the good stuff, and more microfiber to fill up the void. Microfiber. Whole heap of bank line. That's the big thick stuff. Just put in a bag so that it doesn't get affected by anything. The bank line, I don't like it because it's tarred in the fact that it makes everything smell. But anyway, life's like that. Another one of those clamps, plastic clamps. That's a wrap. It's got 20 centimeter ruler with 8 inches on the back edge. I've got a couple of the steel. I've got another steel ruler in there, but yeah. Butane fuel. Tough Glide oil. Another knife. I've got another one in another kit. Spare blades and my oil. That's my bushcraft oil in that wrap. I bought a 20 meter measuring tape. Don't know if you need one that big, but I did. Okay. Fiskars saw with spare blades There's a spare blade in there. It's got this one's got the it's got the plastics blade and for cutting plastic, and there's a metal blade. That dowel, I've put a thing in it for a file. It also fits an auger bit that I've got in here as well, which is there. Goes in the auger bit. That's one of those auger bits. I've got another auger bit in the other kit, if you notice, but this dowel fits this one perfectly. I fit it in there, I may as well. And I've also, because one of the I've got a file. I drilled it out so that the thing, and this is the other really fine tooth for the for that. You can swap the blades out. It's got a swappable blade system, so you can swap the blades for that saw. So it all fits all in there. It's pretty easy, and I put an S binder on there as well. And it all fits in there really nice and neat. It's not that hard to keep it all there neat. Good set of gloves. They fit me. Obviously they're mine. I've got my name on them. Nice. They're the good quality Trojan riggers gloves. Always got to have them. Set of Oki straps. Just cheap ones, but there are 1,001 uses for them. A set of Torx bits, and a small set of sockets. Socket set with the driver bits. It's got that closure so it doesn't pop open, but it's not a bad mini ratchet tool set. They're not too bad a set. More of these. They're all different types of clamps, so you can clamp things while hiding it. Put some fat wood in it because I like fat wood. My bushcrafting spike with the wooden handle. Probably takes a bit of space up, but life's like that. Got some Vaseline. Those are a heap of, you wet them, they turn into big towels, wet towels, and jute in a tin. Tin's useful too. Sanding kit, so it's got a whole heap of 80, 120, 240 things with a sanding block, so you can do all different types of sanding with, and it's fairly compact. That's what I like. I liked about it. I could have put bigger pieces of sandpaper in there, but that one was fairly compact, and I could get rid of the block, but why not? It doesn't take up much room. Bit of masking tape, fill the void up with a whole heap of rope. It's just a bit of cordage and masking tape. Nitro strength gloves, disposable gloves, 20 large. Just self-explanatory. Big heap of wire, but it's got the plastic on the outside. This is for I found that in the garden section. I thought, oh yeah, that's pretty handy. It's got the dispenser on it as well. I thought, oh, I'll throw it in the bottom of the kit. Not a bad setup. I thought, yeah, no, not too bad at all. A whole heap of different size tie downs. So all different ones. So the big ones and small ones. A chamois. I always like these. It's really good cloth. So as far as it goes, it's just mainly for being just a cloth, a good quality cloth. It is leather, but yeah, it's good quality cloth. A couple of cut boards. They're only cheap and they're small, and they fit in really flat and they're really handy. Last but not least, I think that's it. One of the 4-power Fresnel lenses and Fresnel's lens or whatever you want to call them, and it fits in there. Really good for magnifying, and if you want to start fires, you can. They're one of the best photon collectors you can get. Rounds the kit out. I think I have just about covered just about everything. I couldn't think of anything else. I could probably fit some more sandpaper in if I was thinking about it. I just thinking about it then, because I can get flat sheets, put it up in the side there, because you can get them in kits of them that have got like 20 like 4 sheets of the varying grades of them. I know I got that lot there, but I do like the idea of having a fair bit of sandpaper in it just for sanding purposes. But this is quite a handy bit of gear because it's got the pads on the outside, and you just put it on there, and then sanding block is pretty good. If you think I've missed anything out, please put it in the description bar. I know this is over the top. I know it's got so much gear in it that I'd never probably need half of it, but it was just a fun project for me. I love building kits. I love being able to put this sort of things to. If you notice, most of the gear is not that expensive. It's I did have a lot of it. I had the gloves. I had I made a lot of this gear. I had that. Like, I made all this stuff. Like a lot of it I did have. Granted, I did buy probably about 60% of it, but I did have a lot of it too. Probably about 40% of it, I either made it or I had it. So, some of it I got at the markets really cheap. So it wasn't that much of an outlay. Fair enough, it probably was a little bit of an outlay. Yeah, I'm probably downplaying the cost of it a little bit, but it also gives me a lot of pleasure to know that I've got this kit, the 3 bags. It's more of a go kit now for me. I know I can put this in my car, and I've got all the gear I want to be able to do just about any type of bushcrafting kit, like bushcrafting stuff, and be able to do just about any sort of repair or even light industrial or light manufacturing gear, like not manufacturing, but you know what I mean. I could make things or whatever, bushcraft within the bushcrafting scope of that, like as far as it goes. And, measuring up to 20 meters would be very handy. I can just put my hand on just about anything within the realms of it. So, yeah. But anyway, that's rounds the kit out. So I think I've pretty much, as Tony said, I am a bit of a planner as far as it went. I didn't have a specific plan in my head, but I did have a sort of a goal, and then I had like I watched that original rap video, and that sort of gave me a sort of a plan, and then I thought, oh, I'll need this, this, and this, and then I started making a list, and then the list sort of ballooned from there, and then I started making things when I went over to Andrew's place, and then thought, oh, I'll need this, and I'll need the spike, and I'll need a draw knife, and I'll need to buy a gouge, and the drills, and things like that. So yeah, and it just all sort of come together in a perfect storm. So yeah, it was really good. Anyway, that is the end of that. So as I said, if you think I have missed anything, if you can think I can streamline a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to pull out anything. Yeah, I've pretty much it all fits in there now. So I've got the 3 bags. They are very full, but and they are fairly heavy, but I can put the 3 bags in. I can fit them easily in a sedan. Like I've got a large, like the Falcon's large sedan car, and the 3 bags would fit in there, no dramas. Fair enough, it'd probably fill a third of the boot up, but that's it, and that to me it would be no dramas, for the capability of this kit, it would serve me well with whatever I've got in the boot as well, as far as it goes, and then yeah, it'd just expand it exponentially. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough, and now I've finished off that. So that's my 3 of 3 bushcrafting tool case kit. Thanks for watching.